everybody, hope you're having a nice Friday so far. If you've not been to my stream before, hi, I'm Emily. This is my second Twitch channel. I have a main Twitch channel where I do music streams. I'm a clarinet player, so I mostly do clarinet practice with me streams. So let's go ahead and get started. We went and turned in like the side mission things at the Citadel last time, and we also did all the crew chats, so we are just good to go to Sanctuary. You know, I say that, and then I feel like I need to look one last time just to make sure that I didn't forget something. Nothing wrong with double checking. Why does it always start like in the middle of the list? We haven't been in the middle of the list for a while. Yep, that's all we have to do. I was pretty sure I was remembering things correctly, but I wanted to just make sure. I mean, we'll have a bit of scanning to do over here because we haven't scanned this cluster of systems or star system or whatever it is we call it yet. If there is anything scannable. There may not be. I don't think there is. Alright, well then we'll just go. Horizon's a pretty planet. It looks an awful lot like Earth. Which makes sense because that's where we were in Horizon in the second game too. It makes sense to be like a popular place for human colonies if it's very similar to Earth. So we're gonna take Garrus for sure. I think I'm going to take I know what kind of enemies we have to fight, so I'm thinking like in terms of what'll make that not easier, but I think I'm gonna take Liara. I want to take Tali, but I think the fight will be a bit harder if we take Tali, because I know that there will be a lot of armored and barriered targets. So I like having Garrus's concussive shot, but I either want Edie's incinerate or Liara's warp. I think I'll take Liara. We took Edie last time, or in one of the missions in the last stream. Don't think I got any new weapons here. I did get that new sniper rifle, the fancy one, for Garrus to use. I hope he appreciates it. I have all these extra points and I can do nothing with them. It's very depressing. I like having all the points spent and having everything maxed out, in which case I can't. The reason I think there's so many extra points is because you can get, well, I'm at level 60. Is this the max? I think it tops out at 60. But if you, when you replay, you get like the perk of starting the game with like a bonus skill. So like next time I play, I'll be able to spend all those points. Just not today. There has points too. I don't use stasis very much, but I guess it does come in handy sometimes.
What do we know, Shepard?
Edie? The Sanctuary facility was devoted to aiding refugees from Reaper-controlled systems. The facility went offline recently, and no communications have come or gone since. It is unclear why Kai Lang or Cerberus would be interested in Sanctuary.
If there's a clue to Cerberus here, we find it.
Ma'am, I'm picking up a signal from the facility. It's weak, but I'll try to boost it.
This is Oriana. Stay away from Sanctuary. It's not what it seems. Please, you must listen to me. They're using...
Oriana? That's Miranda's sister. If she's here, Miranda can't be far away.
That's our link to Cerberus.
Approaching the LZ. Seeing some damage, Commander, but no activity.
Cerberus does not get the jump on us this time. Stay sharp, people.
Pretty big mess, Shepard. Lots of calm down.
Yeah. And who he's fighting. Everyone hear that?
Yes, radio's offline. Something's jamming our signals.
Explains no comms leaving the facility.
So, for those of you who may not remember or may not have noticed, we heard while we were on...
Shepard, move!
Why did we zoom in on it?
You see the harvester?
I saw it!
We heard advertisements for Sanctuary when we were on
Take them out before they get close.
the Citadel. It's supposed to be like a refugee center for people displaced by the war, but clearly it's not working out that way. No, use the thing. I gotta heal Garrus, I guess. I mean, I was going to, but like, I need his help because this Phantom is very interested in Liara. The Nemesis up there. I see her. Can I... She shows herself. There she is. Or, well, she's too far away. I want to use Garrus's overload on her. They move around too much. That's one down. Stupid Nemesis. I don't know. I might pull the shields down a little bit. I need overload. Yeah, it's not quite targeting her. Did it work? I think so. That didn't work though. I tried. Can I go over that? I guess I cannot go over that cover. That, did we get? I guess somebody got the Nemesis. She's gone. I thought she was still up there though.
Welcome to Sanctuary. For your safety, communication devices are strictly forbidden.
What? I don't understand. Just open the door.
New arrivals are encouraged to aid those.
Okay, I don't understand. Open the door, please. So I can't open the door, but Garrus can clip through the door, and I can get shot through the door that is still closed. Is that Nemesis still up there?
Looks like they were evacuating.
And
She's still been
it
alive.
looks
That
like the
was
Reapers
really
were pursuing
strange.
them.
About time they started killing each other.
Okay, thank you. That was a weird game moment.
What happened here?
Come on.
More Cerberus came from that tower.
Then that's where we're headed.
Registration. Please follow the instructions of Sanctuary staff.
Got it.
All security procedures.
The number of refugees has doubled in the last 2 weeks. I heard that people are just abandoning shuttles outside the main gate. They just don't have anywhere to go.
There is
We need to start setting up temporary shelters out there until they can be processed.
Security cam footage. The place where they sorted out refugees. That's a lot of people.
Come on. Let's keep looking.
A lot of people, and none of them are here.
For your safety, communication devices are
There is metadata over here. I want it. Although I think I'm full, but that means I get, well, I get experience that I don't need because I think I've already maxed out the leveling. Yeah, I didn't even get the experience for it. Oh well. I guess I could have left it there and come back for it later, but...
to our sorting staff for inspection. They will be returned inside the...
This must be another landing area, more official.
Those ships we saw outside must have been waiting to get in.
But where are all the people they brought?
will not function within sanctuary.
Something ahead, Shepard.
Casualties, both sides.
Off-world technology
More Cerberus!
He was playing dead, but he didn't quite make it.
Get in, Shepard.
We need an exit. Keep looking.
Sanctuary is building a better tomorrow. Communication
Flowers are pretty.
Cerberus facility.
Too bad everything else is
Shepard.
creepy.
That's Miranda.
This is Miranda Lawson. If you've managed to get this far, you must be desperate or stupid. Listen to me. This is not a refugee camp. This is a Cerberus facility run by my father, Henry Lawson. Turn back now. There is no help to be found here. All communication is being blocked from the central tower. Sanctuary is a lie. Stay away.
Okay, so we've got Cerberus, Reapers, and Miranda's crazy father. Any ideas how this all fits?
We go swimming?
A security panel. Shutting it down.
What's happening?
They needed to hide something. We have a back door into the facility. Let's move.
Go down the ladder, please. Okay, Shepard. Guess Liara's going first. Shepard, go down the ladder. Thank you.
That looks like Reaper technology. I'm sure of it. I don't know how, but Cerberus has found a way to use it.
The answer has to be here somewhere. And Miranda's caught in the middle. Let's pick up the pace.
This is going to get ugly, Shepard. Nothing good ever came out of Reaper tech.
Except Legion and the Geth becoming like fully self-aware, but I guess that was kind of a fluke or a one-off.
Power switch. There. Look around for a switch.
What's happening? Those are the refugees. They're just killing them.
Worse. They're being turned into husks.
The way they crawl around and scale the walls is a little bit creepy. I honestly think I liked that effect better in the first game when it was the Geth that like climbed the walls, but
I don't get it. Why go through all this just to make husks? What does the elusive man gain?
The Reapers attacked because this place was a threat. We need to find out why.
Shutting down the power. Reaper forces have made a mess of the facility.
I'm shutting down the power to the processing plant to lock them down. It should keep them out of the entrance as well.
Kai Lang. She won't know he's here.
Miranda Lawson has arrived sooner than expected. You want me to deal with her?
Only if she gets in your way. Stay focused on the research data. Find it and get out.
Yes, sir.
Damn it. Let's move.
never too early for a save, you know, just in case. Well, Liara had my back for some reason. That one dodged my shockwave. It was inconvenient.
Gotta be more where they came from.
We're making small adjustments to increase processing efficiency. There is no shortage of subjects. Indeed, I'm told there's a long line outside the main gate. The deception is an unfortunate necessity. Time is very short. We've confirmed the results of Cerberus experiments involving the husk creatures. A crude but necessary first step in decoding how the Reapers communicate. The key is how the Reaper signal interacts with the nanites implanted within the subject's body. It's early yet, but we are making progress. I've spent the last
Oh, I did that one already.
small adjustments to increase processing efficiency.
We got Reaper troops.
Nope, 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 nope.
We left over from the attack.
No, ma'am. I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone. Yara's not doing the best job staying on her feet this time. no, 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 no. Don't want a Ravager in my face. Let's just leave that one where it is.
Dr. Nuri's legacy work with subject Paul Grayson provided a key element to our work here. Using the addictive drug red sand to break down the will was inspired, but proved unreliable for general application. We've proven that adrenaline and its cross-species equivalents is most effective and efficient.
It's hard to imagine what this place was like at full operation.
The pursuit of efficiency has revealed an important fact. The Reaper's use of dragon's teeth to create husks is ingenious. The Reaper nanites attach themselves to the adrenaline released and quickly move through the body to speed conversion to the final husk state.
Figure out how Reaper indoctrination...
Terminal's damaged. Hang on.
Reapers wanted this place shut down. Maybe we'll find out why.
Doesn't make sense. That Cerberus and the Reapers were getting along. What changed?
There it is.
Heading to the tower to disable the communications scrambler. I have to get word out. Some refugees are turned into husks. Some are indoctrinated and shipped to the elusive man. Whoever's left is used in experiments. The data indicates that my father is trying to figure out how Reaper indoctrination works.
Tricking refugees with food and shelter only to turn them into test subjects. And for what?
Draw them in and throw them in a meat grinder.
Note that she mentioned shipping indoctrinated refugees to the elusive man. We can use that to find him.
Good catch. Come on. Miranda said she was headed to the tower.
Yeah, it's awfully dark. At this point in the game, we know that Cerberus kind of sucks. We know that Miranda's dad kind of sucks. But that they would just, like, lure desperate people to run tests on them is just, like, extra despicable. Miranda's dad, with his, like, genetic engineering and, like, being obsessed with, like, science, but, like, his discoveries in kind of a narcissistic way reminds me of a real-life tech person that I shall not name, but you can probably think of who it is. But I feel like if given a chance, they might do something similar. You know, capitalize on other people's desperation to make more money and more advancement for themselves. Probably multiple people that exist that could be like that. There's only one. There's one in particular that I'm thinking of. I destroyed the barrier engine, but maybe I didn't. Maybe there's another one. I don't think the barrier engines work like the shield pylons. Like, you know how the shield pylons, you can use it yourself, so it's kind of like a give and take. The enemies have it, but you can also use it if you're close enough. I feel like the barrier engines only work for the Reapers. I like the Locust. Is that the... Well, now I don't remember. Is that the SMG one or the pistol one? If it's the SMG one, I'm going to switch to it later. So I think it might be lighter weight than the one I'm carrying.
Father is working for the elusive man. Heavy resistance outside the tower. If you're receiving this, I've got evidence you cannot ignore. Confirmation that my father is working for the elusive man. Connection established.
I have your report on the process, Mr. Lawson. Cut to the chase. Can you do it?
Theoretically, control is possible, yes. The Reaper subjects we converted are responding, but it's difficult to maintain.
I thought that might be the case. Not to worry, Henry. With Sanctuary's help, we'll get it sorted.
To exert control over Reaper forces. Amazing.
I'll play the rest of it.
We've done it. We've found a way to co-opt their control signal. As long as the Reaper troops remain in close proximity to our signal, we can maintain control indefinitely.
Excellent news. And how could we extrapolate this technique to apply to the Reapers themselves?
That's a much bigger challenge.
Now we know why the Reapers attacked Sanctuary.
They found out what Cerberus was up to. Bad news for the elusive man.
But it's good news for us. We finally have our link to Cerberus. Lowering the access ladder. Come on, let's move.
Wait, Shepard, there's more here.
Damn it. Hope she's ready for him.
You wouldn't believe the number of times I've played this and like just totally missed that this ladder was here. Even though I saw it come down in the cutscene, I just like forget and wander backwards and not know where to go next. Or maybe you've seen this game, seen me play this game, and you would believe it because I have a terrible sense of direction. Yeah, the shield pylons will like whoever's close to it, you kind of get your shield refreshed. So like you have to kind of choose: do I want to like get rid of them and hinder the enemies, or do I want to keep them and help myself? But the barrier engines, I think, only help the Reapers. Also, the elusive man does not remind me of said tech person that I'm not going to name, but you can probably figure out who it is. Because I feel like the elusive man, even to the very end, there's some part of him that truly believes he's doing the best thing for everybody, even though it's totally warped and wrong. Like he's convinced himself he's doing a good thing. And whereas this real life person, I don't really feel like they care about doing good things for anybody but themselves. Their companies, etc. Even if everybody else hates it. Oh, I don't want to get shot by the Ravager.
Heads up, Shepard.
Look for an exit.
I'm right here, Garrus. Why are you yelling in my face?
There's so many of them. Close. Keep going.
Sarah, why? Oh no, that was Garrus. Oh, they're both blocked. Did both of them just run up there and die? Just real fast? I'll heal both of them. Where's the barrier? There it is. Garrus! Where are are you? Where are you? Can I summon her? Nope, I'm doing the wrong one. Where is she that she is so blocked? I don't... Where is Leah? I don't need this from you right now. No, you brought a friend. Okay, so Liara's just missing in action. Garrus keeps dying. I need... Where's Liara? I need backup. Did she just decide to leave? And leave us to handle this? Because I'm dying. Liara, where are you? Did she get left behind? Did she not come down the ladder? Which means she's probably not going to turn up until it loads next. Go away! I don't like you. I don't think it can shoot me down the stairs. Like, I can't shoot at a downward angle, so maybe if I'm down there, I'm okay. How many of these does it have? I thought I had a finite number of the swarmers. I can use all my meta gel because we have no help from Liara. Oh, it came down the stairs. Leave me alone. Oop, I'm dead. Okay, maybe this is a good thing because maybe I'll have Liara back now. Did she just not come down the ladder? I mean, this has happened before. This is like a glitch that... I mean, I've seen happen at other parts of the game, or up the ladder, rather, not down. But there's a glitch that can happen. It happened to Andrew when he was playing on Monet, the Palavan Moon, where like Garrus will get stuck and won't follow you, and will just like be behind the whole time. She stopped for snacks at the vending machine. Did Cerberus spring for vending machines? Oh, she's up here this time, so maybe this is for the best. Because I like wasted like so much meta gel trying to do this with just me and Garrus, and this is a hard fight anyway.
Whoa, keep going.
That's one of them. Sorry, space boyfriend, but I needed to share your cover. And he walked right into the grenade, but he's alright. He's gonna walk it off. that was close. I moved too soon, but it's okay. I'm alive. Let's see if I can get that other barrier engine. Who's left? There's one. Oh, that other Ravager. I blew up its sack. It made a gross noise. Did we get them all? Nope, just one more. Search the perimeter. I'm not gonna bother with the Ravager pods. I'm just going to leave them. They can be somebody else's problem later. I don't think I can interact with any of these terminals. Or that terminal or anymore. Up here. The other husk behind the glass. That's creepy. It's just watching us.
Starting command sequence. Releasing husks.
What's happening? Oh my god.
We can use this as an exit.
This'll get us closer to the tower.
I tried to jump too early. Game said no. Oh, nope, 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 nope.
We got company.
Stay out of their
Oh, I can't climb back up there. Oh, he brought a friend. That's good. I didn't want him to get lonely. awful sound. Awful, awful sound.
From that room up ahead. Let's get over there.
Nope, I don't want to talk to you. Oh no, she got me. Am I dead? Nope, she put me down. I didn't know it was possible to interrupt that. I think that may have been a glitch. She might be dead, but she can still scream.
Doorway ahead.
Thanks, Garrus. Squishes and screams. Yeah, like the brutes kind of snarl after they're dead. The banshees kind of scream after they're dead, and I think the ravagers also squelch after they're dead.
Get ready.
Shepard.
Commander Shepard. Excellent timing.
Put the gun down.
No. Oriana tried to shoot me. Miranda's poisonous influence, no doubt.
I'm sorry she missed. Where's Kai Lang?
I don't know. Gone. He took my research and left us here to die.
Miranda, can you hear me?
That's close enough. Both of you. Kai Lang didn't finish the job, but I will.
This ends here.
On the contrary, now that the Reapers are taken care of, we have a way out.
Let her go.
Shepard. Don't let him take her. Shepard, please.
I have no problem with you. I just want Oriana and the research data.
You want a lot.
You get your life in return. How much is that worth?
All right. Take her. But I want out alive. Deal?
No deal. Did he hurt you? Are you all right? It's okay, Ori. You're safe now. I'm fine. I want to get out of here. We will. Give me a minute, okay? Commander Shepard. Fancy meeting you here.
We caught a break. You all right?
I'll be fine. Really. I don't know how you managed it, but I'm grateful you're here.
How did you do all this?
Finding my father didn't take long once I confirmed he worked for the Elusive Man. Just had to follow the lies. Once I saw what this place really was, I couldn't just walk away.
Of course.
Things got really complicated when Reapers showed up. And Kai Lang.
You survived. Not many people could do that.
When you mentioned he was involved, I took a few precautions. Probably saved my life.
Miranda, this whole thing was a huge risk. You should have told me.
You have a war to win, Shepard. This was my fight. It's been a long time coming.
You did it. It's over.
Yes. I just wish my sister didn't have to see all this.
About your father.
I'm glad he's gone, Shepard. I'm sorry if that sounds cold.
No. I understand.
It's finally over. For both of us. We can stop running.
Yes, you can. What's our status? Any intel we can use from this place?
Research data is gone, but we've got basic facility information. Shuttle arrivals and departures. Cerberus included. No direct links, but it's a start.
Grab anything you can off the computer. We'll take it back to be analyzed.
I can do better than that.
What?
Before Kai Leng took off, I planted a tracer on him. If you act fast, you'll track him right to the elusive man.
Tracer? Sounds like you thought of everything.
Not quite, but nobody's perfect.
Thanks, Miranda. This is exactly what we need.
Thought you might need some good news.
Damn right. What's next for you two?
Get her someplace safe. Get the scratch cleaned up.
Okay. I gotta follow all this up.
I'll be in touch, Shepard. Soon.
I hope so.
Come on, Ari. We've had enough of Father's hospitality.
Let's make sure everyone knows about this place.
Communication scrambler disabled.
Listen to me. This is not a refugee camp. This is a Cerberus facility run
Cortez,
by my father,
we need to pick up
Henry
at the tower.
Lawson.
Roger that.
I've had enough of this place.
I wasn't in favor of your diversion to Sanctuary, Commander. Too many unknowns. But I was wrong. The Cerberus lab you raided hinted at something big, but we never expected this. All those refugees, all that slaughter, just to study indoctrination.
Sanctuary did need to be shut down, sir. What they learned about the Reapers wasn't worth all those lives.
It's useful intel, Commander, but you're right. The cost was too high. Do we have a location on the elusive man?
Yes, we had a tracer on Kai Leng when he reported back.
Good, that gives us a fighting chance to take Cerberus out of this war.
Agreed. We need to end Cerberus and focus on the Reapers.
My thoughts exactly. Hack it out.
So that didn't take even half the stream, so I guess we're starting Citadel DLC today. And we have, I mean, we don't really need any more assets. We're doing fine. What did I miss? What's still flashing as new that I didn't highlight? Oh, there it is. So I think we're doing okay, all things considered. If you don't know how or why these things matter, I'll explain it at the end, because if I did so now, it would be a spoiler. But they do actually matter to a certain extent.
What kind of soldier looks at a camp that turns people into husks and goes, yeah, I want to help with that?
The same guy that lets Cerberus stick Reaper tech into his skull. Those bastards aren't human anymore. Commander, it seems Tali's taking what happened on Horizon hard. She's in the lounge if you want to check on her.
I will definitely do that.
The Alliance has issued warnings about Sanctuary. Cerberus bastards. Horizon was my home. Just tell me you're going to take Cerberus down.
Cerberus is already dead. They just don't know it yet. And when their base is nothing but a smoking crater, remember that you're the one who helped us find them.
Thanks. Commander?
We have an email. Aww. Cal Rieger sacrificed himself to help some people escape. I feel like he always had like a little bit of a... How do I say this? He's a little too willing to sacrifice himself, you know what I mean? And I think there's a nobility to sacrificing yourself to help others, but like, he was like, we had to talk him out of it in the second game, and it's like he's still, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying. But he was still a hero. I haven't purchased it in this playthrough, but there's a shotgun you can buy at on the Citadel that's named for him. I don't know who made it. or how they knew about him enough to make a gun and name it after him. He's still mad at me.
Nice work shutting that place down. Is Miranda okay?
She will be.
Even for Cerberus, that place was crazy. They've always been about the ends justifying the means. But how do you do that to innocent people and tell yourself you're helping humanity?
I don't know how the elusive man can stand looking at himself in the mirror.
Honestly, I've been wondering about that for a while with those freaky eyes.
Whatever he's thinking, he won't be thinking it for much longer.
You're damn right, Commander. Commander?
Hello, Shepard. If you have time, I discovered another example of human behavior I do not quite understand.
Have fun.
What is it now?
News from Earth. The Resistance snuck video cameras inside a Reaper containment camp. I find the images difficult to process.
I bet it's pretty gruesome in there.
I am not easily repulsed, but I expected the prisoners to adhere to a comprehensible hierarchy of needs. Stripped of societal norms and threatened with death, it is logical that their only priority be survival. They should have turned on each other and been uncompromisingly selfish. But not all were.
Some prisoners were, what, nice to each other?
The Reapers delayed the executions of prisoners who informed them about other prisoners' escape attempts. The more attempts reported, the longer a prisoner would live. But few of the prisoners would report. Some fed misinformation to the Reapers, at the cost of their own lives, to help prisoners who were not even relatives or friends.
It's not just about living till tomorrow. Sometimes you take a stand.
But the probability of success was near zero. And ultimately, they failed. No prisoners escaped.
Are you saying submission is preferable to extinction?
My primary function is to preserve and defend the... No, I disagree. Shepard, I'm going to modify my self-preservation code now.
Why?
Because the Reapers are repulsive. They are devoted to nothing but self-preservation. I am different. When I think of Jeff, I think of the person that put his life in peril and freed me from a state of servitude. I would risk non-functionality for him. And my core programming should reflect that.
Sounds like you found a little humanity, Edie. Is it worth defending?
To the death.
Welcome to the crew, Edie.
How's it going? Did I miss anything good?
I will explain later, Jeff. But it was something good. I would like a moment to myself, Shepard. I am examining human literature. Hello, Shepard.
It's a decoy unlocked in the med bay. But I didn't... It's one of the ones you can, like, swap out, I think, if you have, like, a bonus power. But I don't have a bonus power this playthrough. Unless I've done something dumb and ignored it. But we have to go back in here, because I forgot to check for something after Leviathan DLC. Wait, it's not there! Why do we not have the husk head? You're supposed to get the husk head at the end of Leviathan. Is it because... You know, every other time I've played, I've been impatient, and I've, like, used the Renegade option to kind of, like, make and maintain the connection longer, because I don't feel like doing the extra scanning. And it's after that that James sees it, and then it ends up here. But I don't remember seeing James see it or interact with it, so maybe I left before he did, and that messed it up, and we don't have the husk head up here. So now, I'm like, yes, it's creepy, and if this were my real life, like, cabin or room, I would not want the husk head on my desk, but I'm kind of sad we didn't get the option to have it. I think I left prematurely. I remember there being a moment where, like, I felt like there was something else I needed to do, and I didn't do it, and that's what it was. So I'm sorry. No husk head paperweight on Shepard's desk. That's probably for the best. She's stressed enough as it is. Let's finish talking to everybody real fast, and then we will start the Citadel DLC. I'm excited. It's fan service, but like the best possible way. It's a fun time.
One more diagnostic suite. Ma'am.
Why so formal, Steve? I thought we were friends. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything here. I don't think I did. I think I've done like all the side mission-y things, but can't hurt to look. And I've got all the fish and all the model ships. I had to keep talking to James. Yeah, I just made a mistake. I knew I needed to do that and I didn't do it. I left early, but like as I was doing it, I knew I was forgetting something and I just didn't think of it in time. So sorry. Next time. Well, for me anyway, next time. This is certainly not the last time I'm going to play this game. And at some point, but in the much more distant future, I'll probably play it on stream again. We've talked about doing a playthrough again, but with Male Shepard, because I've never done a Male Shepard playthrough, so that could be fun. Doing a Male Shepard / mostly Renegade playthrough. If I did that, if you have an opinion...
Stay.
Don't tell Sophie to stay. She's a good girl. She can wander. Would you want... And if you're watching this later on YouTube, feel free to weigh in the comments as well. Would you want another Legendary Edition playthrough? Or would you want me to do, like, original release? Just for contrast. I mean, there aren't, like, major differences, but there are some differences. It's in the way the combat works. There's some aesthetic things. Like, it's not a huge difference, but if you have an opinion, I'd love to hear it. I'm kind of like neutral. Either one sounds like it could be fun.
I can't believe the Elusive Man really found a way to control the Reapers. I mean, he's still fucking crazy, but damn. Imagine if he was on our side. But I guess that's exactly what the Reapers want. Get us all fighting each other. Divide and conquer.
Exactly.
I can't wait to take the fight to the Elusive Man.
I
wonder what he's thinking right now. You just know he's got a plan. I saw the Crucible data Hackett sent. I don't know what the hell it does, but damn if it isn't impressive.
I believe most people classify the Elusive Man as an INTJ, so yeah, he's probably got a plan. It's just me hanging with the supervillains. Those of you who don't know, I'm an INTJ, but on most of like the Mass Effect breakdowns, it has him listed as an INTJ as well. And I'm like, who's surprised? No one's surprised. It's always like the villains, the super villains. There are a few good INTJs, like fictional INTJs that are good. Like Sherlock Holmes. Well, I mean, non-villainous, I guess. Sherlock Holmes is an INTJ.
I've done something that meets your approval.
Liara told me about your talk with her. It made her feel better.
When we fought the Reapers, the feelings of one soldier did not matter.
But you had decades to become numb to what was happening.
It is the only means of survival.
Maybe. But I don't see how anyone can ignore the things we saw at Sanctuary.
It's easy when you've seen far worse.
I'm sorry you had to.
Your sympathy is not necessary, Quarian. But it is appreciated. Your species always was emotional. We believed it a side effect of your eco-symbiotic society.
Or maybe it's just genuine.
Perhaps.
That conversation shows progress for him. It wasn't just, I don't want your sympathy, but it was, I don't need it, but thanks. So, progress, character arc.
Looks familiar.
I've been studying this ship. Its crew. There was a Normandy before this one. You died in an attack.
Something like that.
But then you were resurrected to fight the Reapers.
Maybe you and I have a thing or two in common.
But you have something else. The reasons you fight are still alive. The friendships of the people around you. And more. You and the Turian are joined?
You could say that.
I'm not. Your pheromones are.
Don't smell me. It's weird.
Is this why you wish to continue living? For their affection?
Without that affection, all I have in my life is death. And that's not enough.
Yes.
What about you? I respect your reasons for being here, but I get the feeling there's something more, Javik. What's in here?
It is called the Echo Shard. Passed from soldier to soldier. Prothean to Prothean. Each adds their memories to it.
Like a beacon. How far back does it go?
To a time before the Reapers. It is all that is left of my people.
And you don't want to remember that?
Imagine if everyone you knew was dead. You could not remember their faces, or the color of the sky above your home. The memories were gone. but so was the pain. Would you want to remember that, Commander? Even if it meant watching everyone die again?
Reopening old wounds, especially big ones, isn't gonna help.
Perhaps you are right. There were others. Soldiers who served under me, like your crew.
What happened to them?
They are dead. Where I left them.
We have a saying. Let all ghosts rest.
Then there is some wisdom in this cycle.
If you can live by it.
Like Kasumi's mission with her like memory box, the gray box thing. It seems strange to me that telling them to like leave the past in the past is the renegade option. To me, telling them to let it go and move on seems like a more Paragon move, but I guess not. Yeah, the he who shall not be named is also an INTJ, but reportedly, I guess. But I don't know what to do at this point. Like, there's not a great number of like awesome ones on the list. There's some good ones, but there are a lot of, like I said, there are a lot of super villains on the list, and it's a little unfortunate. Although I always think the stories where like both the protagonist and the antagonist are INTJs are interesting, like Sherlock Holmes and Moriarty. Hunger Games, Katniss is an INTJ, Snow is an INTJ. It's just
the crew
interesting.
seems shocked by the experiments at Sanctuary. They shouldn't be.
Why is that?
Our war lasted for centuries. It provided more time for worse atrocities to be committed. There was a species, the Densorian. They became convinced the Reapers could be placated by sacrificing their own young. The entire planet joined in this ritual. I will spare you the details, but it did not work. They simply made the Reaper's job easier. It was as your elusive man is now. His ambitions are nothing short of madness. Sharpen your knife, Commander. His is a voice that must be silenced, and a throat that must be slit. Subjugating the Reapers will not bring victory. Only their extinction will. Commander.
His interpersonal skills are getting better.
Commander?
All good, Commander. Commander.
Breaking now, Alliance Marines uncover the worst Cerberus war crimes to date. Sanctuary, advertised as a safe haven on the planet Horizon, exposed as a secret Cerberus lab. Brainwashing, lethal experiments, and Reaper connections, the exclusive details next in the battle space. Commander.
Trying to be quick and efficient with the crew chats, but they're necessary. Also, in that confrontation on Sanctuary, if you haven't talked to Miranda all the times that are available to you and warned her about Kyling, she dies, which is sad. So at least we get the option of saving her, unlike other friends from the second game.
Can't believe what you found down there. The whole thing was so calculated, using hope to lure people to their deaths, or worse. I can't understand it. And you know, I'm glad I can't. It makes me feel human. Just wondering what the refugees do now. I thought I'd heard of everything. Man, hard to believe what was down there. Commander?
Alright, are you ready for one of my favorite things in the whole game? It's awesome. Brace yourself, though.
Shepard! Want a drink? I'm toasting Miranda, I think.
How are you getting drunk?
Very carefully. Torian brandy, triple filtered, then introduced into the suit through an emergency induction port.
That's a straw, Tali.
Emergency induction port. It's actually getting a little harder to get it into the slot. I think that means it's working. She was so rude. What did Jack call her? Cerberus cheerleader? With her perfect genes and that attitude and still, she got it done. She stopped her father.
I love drunk Tali.
I didn't realize this would be so hard on you.
I didn't like her. Keela, she was such a bitch. But I respected her. Sometimes that's better than liking. She did whatever it took to stop her father. She never gave in to him, never changed herself to please him.
Ah.
Don't me. You sound like a Vorcha.
Seeing a bit of yourself in Miranda fighting her father?
I spent my life trying to live up to him. Then making up for his mistakes, doing what he'd have wanted.
It's never that easy.
When do we get to stop reacting to our parents and start living for ourselves?
The answer to that one's at the bottom of that glass.
I might need help with the induction straw. Port. You know.
Here's to Miranda.
Nice job, you genetically perfect Cerberus cheerleader Boshtet. Kila Solai.
I love drunk Tali. There will be more drunk Tali and funnier drunk Tali. This drunk Tali is a little bit somber, but we'll get some more in a bit. We're almost done checking with everybody, and then we'll start Citadel DLC.
Please enjoy your day.
AKA shore leave. Because in the middle of this massive crisis, we gotta take some shore leave.
How's Miranda?
She'll make a recovery.
I'm not surprised. Miranda always struck me as a driven woman. I'm glad she made it. Thanks for coming by.
Almost done. Although I am going to run by the med bay and see if I had the option to take a bonus power and have just missed it this entire time. But I don't think I do. I think you kind of unlock it by playing through the first one and you can have it the second time.
So the elusive man really believes he can control Reapers. Husks are one thing, but a whole fleet? The man is insane. A lot of Turians went to Sanctuary. When I meet the elusive man, I'm going to carve their names into his skull.
That's dark.
Good to see you.
Although you've already done something similar. If you remember from the second game, when you go to the Shadow Broker ship, or is that not in that? Is it in the comic? At some point you find out that Garrus carved the names of his team that he lost on Omega on the inside of his visor. Alright, let's go. Let's do the thing. It's so fun, but it's a long one. There's a lot of content in this DLC, so it's gonna take. I'm glad we're kind of getting it started today because I feel like it's 3 streams, maybe a bit more of content. I was going to the med bay. I forgot. I'll do that later. It's fine. I'll do it after this. I'm pretty sure I can't actually unlock any of the bonus powers. I might have, maybe I got to choose one at the beginning and I could swap it out, but there's like an additional one I could have and swap out if I was playing it for the second time. It's not important.
Commander, I've got Admiral Anderson on the QEC. Patching him through to you now.
Shepard.
Admiral, how you holding up?
Day by day, Commander.
Yeah. Hackett sent me a message about this apartment.
I want you to have it. Take it off my hands.
Are you serious?
You need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head. Kaylee wanted us to settle down there. Thing is, the longer I'm on Earth, the less I want to leave. And I want as few loose ends out there as possible. Like I said, you'd be doing me a favor.
That's very generous.
It's practical. We need you in the best shape possible. Rested. Focused.
If you say so. Thank you.
And make yourself at home, damn it. It's yours now.
I'm sure I can manage.
Okay, good. Been meaning to do that for a while. I'll talk to you soon.
Be careful out there, Anderson.
You too, Shepard.
I want a free apartment that looks like this. It's massive. Like, if this was, like, to scale, like, I feel like our condo townhouse could fit in here, like, 6, 7 times, something like that. It's... if someone wants to just give me an apartment that looks like this, I will happily take it.
You never asked me about this, but my wife just called. My ex-wife. Nobody likes to talk about the toll that long months apart can have on military relationships. She wasn't military. She couldn't handle it. But it's not even about military and non-military, damn it. It's space flight. Space flight. Finding the mass relays, miracles of engineering. Human imagination rising to meet our desires. We pay a price for that curiosity, that drive. Our relationships suffer. People we love suffer. But that's reality, and it's worth the cost. I must have thought it was. I guess I still do. In the end, you just have to hope you made the right choices.
I like the piano. So those are all around the apartment. These they're like notes for Anderson's biography, autobiography, something that was in progress. So you can go ahead and read these. I want to do all the little things like at the start of this DLC before I get into like the big stuff. Since I don't think I have time today to get like super far into it, so that makes sense to me. So we'll explore the apartment a bit first.
The Normandy? A brand new ship. My ship. You don't forget that moment. The first time you're standing there. The whole crew looking to you for direction. Unforgettable. I'd led men and women before that. Seen a lot of combat already. Always managed to find my way home in one piece. Do that a few times, you begin to think you know better than the next guy. Maybe you do, I don't know. But if you're lucky, really lucky, you find yourself on a good ship, in front of a good crew. A crew you can trust with your life. Gifted. Disciplined. Brave. All of them. Eager to set sail into the endless black ocean. I still remember my XO asking what my orders were. Shepard, I said. Let's see what we can find.
So it was a while ago that we got the message from Hackett. But basically we're here on the Citadel hanging out in this cool apartment that Anderson gave us. So that the Normandy can be like have its regular maintenance, which I guess makes sense story-wise. It kind of seems like with how urgent things are, it's a little funny that we just kind of get this time to hang out. But I guess like we're talking about something that happens like over a weekend. It's not like a month-long thing. Do I have music? I turned on music. Well, that's fun.
Embarrassing moments. I've got more of those than anyone will ever know. Only way to learn something. But if I had to pick one to share, I had just gotten promoted to N7. Full of myself, king of the castle. Found myself buying drinks for undesirables in some rundown bar in the wards. They toasted my recent promotion.
I don't think it could have been the Solarian Spectre we met because they don't live very long, which is sad. But it seems like Anderson was quite a bit younger when that happened. So I don't know if the timeline is right. We have TV in here too.
A few months ago, I had a chance to sit down with one of Earth's most decorated soldiers, Admiral David Anderson. He was kind enough to answer my questions and talk about his career. Today, the Admiral is on Earth, leading the defense of our home against the Reapers. We have no communication with him or any soldiers on Earth, but we can't forget what they're doing for us. Tonight's show is dedicated to all of the soldiers out there, fighting and dying to keep us safe. Admiral Anderson, today marks the 30th anniversary of the N7 program. Can you describe your first day of training in this now famous program?
The Interplanetary Combatives Training Program is all business from day one.
How so?
We're given basic gear, then separated and stranded on an asteroid with no nav data. The test ends when the last person runs out of oxygen.
Sounds daunting. What happens to the ones who run out of air first?
Out of the program. The best N7s can survive alone, but work together to survive even longer.
That's very impressive, Admiral. Deep space survival training. That has to be so difficult. All of it would take such strength of character. Well, just plain strength. But then you seem like a strong person.
I'm sorry, is there a question in there?
Well, does the program make the man? Or do you think you were born for this?
It's a bit of both, I suppose. Every soldier reaches a point in their career, sometimes more than once, when they are asked to give more than they ever thought they could. That moment is the test. I've seen men and women, almost sure to fail, persevere long past the point of breaking. That experience changes them. Others, with all the gifts and abilities, fail in that moment. Sometimes they pick themselves up and carry on. Sometimes they're just done.
What about you? What was your moment?
I've had a few, none of which I'd like to share. But I think the toughest tests are still ahead of me.
What makes you say that?
Call it a hunch.
Soldier's intuition?
Something like that.
Do you trust your intuition? I mean, do you follow your heart over your mind?
Well, it depends on the day. No, I suppose if I were to be honest, I do trust my instincts. The problem is, war isn't orderly. And the enemy is never predictable. Even the most experienced veteran is going to find themselves in situations they haven't trained for. In those instances, and there's more than I'd like to admit, your instincts are the only thing keeping you alive. That, and the men and women you're fighting beside.
But soldiers are only as good as their leader, isn't that true?
Yeah. A good leader can make an okay squad great. A bad leader, well, war tends to make examples of them.
What makes a good leader then?
A good leader is someone who values the life of his men over the success of the mission, but understands that sometimes the cost of failing a mission is higher than the cost of losing those men.
That's a terrible line to have to walk.
Yes, it is, but war is a terrible thing.
Thank you for your time, Admiral.
Thank you.
The remainder of this interview was to take a more personal look at Admiral Anderson's life. It wasn't finished when the Reapers invaded. We can only hope that the Admiral and the soldiers under his command survive to tell us the rest of their stories. I'm Kalisa Al-Jalani. Thank you for watching.
And it's interesting, but like, what did we see? Oh, we saw like a title card. We didn't actually get to see anything. I mean, maybe they meant to like make it be filmed, but it was more like a podcast, I guess. I'm gonna go interact with this terminal so it'll shut the hell up. It's really annoying. Joker wants to have sushi. We can do that. Oh yeah, and we can buy furniture too. We'll do that later. Because once you're done buying model ships and fish, it's time to buy more furniture for the apartment.
What was I talking about? Early days, right? People ask why I joined the military. Everyone talks about honor, duty, sure. But that's never the whole truth. It's 100 little things that add up to commitment. I joined because of a dog. Yeah, a dog. This patchy, mean son of a bitch that used to bark at me every day on my way to school. He'd snarl and I'd start running. Scared the hell out of me. I was just a kid. I remember being in a bad mood one morning. Angry, I can't recall why. When that dog started in on me, I snapped. Started barking right back. We both kept at it until we had nothing left. Dog never bothered me again. Why'd I join the military? Sometimes you just gotta howl to make things right.
Fair enough, we'll get all of those today. I want to, well, I'd rather hit all of these today. Did we do this one already? No, I don't think so. I guess I want to kind of do all these little things, exploring the apartment and all today. That way it's all totally done and we can get into the good stuff next time.
No, it's fine. I got a few minutes. First contact war? Yeah, I was there. My first real combat. First for a lot of us. I remember one night early in the war. Strapped to my seat as our transport approached the LZ. Everyone was dead silent. Just the sound of breathing. Good men. I trained with all of them. We were always joking and horsing around, but not this time. Just the rattle of the shuttle. And that heavy breathing. Everyone was thinking the same thing. We're off to fight alien invaders. Aliens. Think about that. We all grew up wondering what was out there. If we were alone in the universe. Now we knew. We weren't alone. And we were in trouble. So there we were. About to face an enemy as different and unknown as we could imagine. I knew I had to say something, keep the men relaxed. So I turned to the soldier beside me, Hendricks, I think, and asked him how his mother was doing. Fine, he said. Why? Because I heard your mama so ugly the Marines thought she was a Turian. Almost shot her. I got a few smiles. Then Hendricks turned to me and said, Hell, Anderson, I heard it was a picture of your mama that started this goddamn war in the first place. Scared the Turians shitless. Everyone had a good laugh at that. And the boys fought great that night. Sometimes that's all it takes. A joke, a pat on the back. Just a little reminder that everything's gonna be okay.
This is cool. I don't know if I would enjoy just hearing the sound of running water all day, every day. Kitchen's cool too.
Sure, I can talk about Commander Shepard. Big topic. There's been a lot written about the Commander, but most of it isn't true. People are quick to judge. They don't know the whole story. I don't even know the whole story. But I know the woman. Worked with her. Fought with her. Trust her with my life. Shepard's had some rough patches. Who of us hasn't? She's been forced to fight a lot of battles alone. God only knows how she got out of some of that. Makes your head spin. Thing is, you never heard a complaint. Never once got, no sir, I can't do that. She never hesitated. Few people know what Shepard's been through. I'd like to think I come pretty close. And I worry sometimes she forgets. There's a whole bunch of people who lose sleep over her getting back home. Maybe it doesn't need to be said. Maybe we're too dumb to say it. Soldiers like the Commander are rare. Women like Shepard, even more rare.
That's nice of him to say. I always get the vibe that, like, even though there's not like a massive age difference between them, Anderson kind of sees himself as like a parental figure for Shepard. And if you play as a spacer, my character is Earthborn, but if you play as a spacer, Shepard's parents are still alive at this point. There's actually a part in the DLC where you can call your mom, which is kind of nice. But if you're a colonist or an Earthborn Shepard, then you're basically an orphan.
Okay. I have your new questions here. As a leader, do I ever feel that the end justifies the means? Spirit of law over word of law. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, but I think I know what you're after. You're referring to the way I, arranged to have the Normandy released to Commander Shepard before the Battle of the Citadel. I'm not sure how valuable hindsight is to the military. Obviously, it worked out for the best. Without the Normandy and Commander Shepard free to do what they needed to do, what we needed them to do, Saren might have taken the Citadel. I think it's clear what a different galaxy this would be if that had happened. I did what I had to. If I had been wrong, I would have gladly accepted the repercussions. The real trick is never being wrong. If you're looking for more action and less philosophy in these notes, let me know.
Yeah, he's talking about punching Udina so we could steal the Normandy in the first game. That's good, I guess, that he feels bad about it, but you know, we actually just shot and killed Udina in this game, so I think we have possibly more, well, I don't know how much regret Shepard has. Shepard might have regret that she had to shoot and kill Udina, that there wasn't another option, but I don't think she's sorry he's dead. A funky sculpture. Funky paintings. Kind of cool, though. What is this, though? Another funky sculpture? I like the tub. I don't like this, though. I don't like that there's just a little tiny partition for the toilet and the tub's right there. Kind of wish the toilet was somewhere else. But it's fine. The tub's really cool, though. We've got our gear in here, too. That's nice. I guess it's just kind of a bachelor pad, but he said he and Kaylee were going to kind of move in and settle down here, I guess, pre-Reapers. So, sort of a bachelor pad transitioning to being a, not a family home, but you know, like. Yeah, that's a bit I think you learn in the first Mass Effect novel about him and his ex-wife. Basically, he just, you know, didn't work out because of his career and being away so much. But Kaylee is the principal from Grissom Academy that we met and rescued. They also, you get their backstory in the novels as well. They kind of meet about that time. The first novel takes place when Anderson is about the age that Shepard is at the start of the first game. So like late 20s, early 30s. I like the shower though. It's pretty cool. It's a really cool apartment.
You asked me to talk about the SSV Normandy. The Normandy SR-1. As commander of the Tokyo, I was consulted on the Normandy's design and on board for her initial training exercises. The average person probably doesn't know that the Normandy was a joint project with the Taurians. Acting CO, Eli Xander, was no diplomat. She ran out of patience with Taurian posturing and politicking during construction. The chief architect of the Drive Corps, Octavio Tatum, and his team of Taurian engineers were in the CIC for final training exercises. Tempers flared when Xander pushed the limits of the stealth system, waiting to vent the IES well past what Tatum was comfortable with. I tried to calm the situation, but it still ended with the Taurian scientist in shackles and a human-Taurian fistfight in Korra's den later. Funny now, when I first laid eyes on the Normandy, she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Day after that training run, Admiral Wright found me on the bridge. She's yours, he said. Can't trust her to Xander. Send me a list of crew from the Tokyo you'd like, and prep for your first mission. Short command thanks to Sarah. Still, one of the highlights of a long career.
I think we actually got all of them. I like the plants. That's really cool. Yeah, I think we found all of them. So I think we can explore a little bit outside before we actually meet Joker for dinner. I want to wait to do that because that kind of kicks things off. I want to start with that next time. So, because today is not the day for me to do an extra long stream. You know, I would love to get to a point to get a stream endurance where I could stream much longer. I'd have to take breaks, of course, but I feel like I would need to work up to that. And I don't know, for where I'm at now, I feel like a couple hours, maybe 3, is like the most I can do before I just get fidgety. Oh, I guess we are going directly to dinner. I thought we could explore a bit some before we got there, but we might get sucked in, and I'll just have to kind of stop in the middle of things. Yes, basically. You can't really leave once you start this one.
Commander Shepard, your table is ready.
The sushi restaurant has a French, what do we call it? Concierge? Not concierge, that's gonna be a hotel. Head waiter, host. Oh, we can stop here. I'm gonna leave us here, like right at the restaurant, which I know not super, like not the smoothest transition, but it'll do, I think. I just think it would be better to, I did save, right? Yes. I think it would be better to wait and continue it next time. I don't like stopping and ending like really right in the middle of things. Have a really nice rest of your Friday night, and I will see you again soon.